Hey everyone, and welcome to another Mego Museum Mint off-card episode. Thank you for checking it out. I'm Brian as always, and this week our subject is another from the 14-inch line, and it's from the third wave of Mego that should be available at Target right now. Please don't yell at me. And it is the rather obscure DC Comics character Batman. Now, Batman was released in the first line, of course, but it was more of a Golden Age version. This is the more modern Batman, and of course it's the blue and gray aesthetic I think that most of us Mego kids really like. You guys might know that I've been kind of a fan of this line since it started and believe it to be a sleeper line that's going to grow and grow, and I'm starting to see that on the forums and the boards. More people are checking this out, especially now that some of the bumps in production have gone away, it seems, and Mego's really hitting its stride, and this figure is absolutely no slouch, and I'm going to get into that and the history of it in the next few seconds, so hang on and check it out. So, as always, I like to do a little bit of Mego history when we're dealing with a Mego product, and these are the two 12-inch Batmans that most people would know. In my opinion, Mego never made a bad 12-inch Batman, and that's, you know, I'm a big fan. But to the left right here, this is the Canadian Parkdale Novelty Batman, and that, of course, is the Batman that was made basically because the head of Parkdale Novelty, a lovely man by the name of Morris Kotzer, who I got to know, really wanted 12-inch Mego figures. Mego didn't want to make them, so he said, well, I'll just pony up the money and get them done. And then, of course, Mego followed suit after they saw the success of his figures. So, you know, it was a guy putting his money where his mouth was, and we are all the better for it. I love the head sculpt on that Batman. And on this side is the, well, it's mostly seen as the magnetic Batman, but it was briefly released without the magnets in the hands and feet. And that's what we're looking at here today. It's actually a much tougher one to find, and I just thought I'd show it off a little bit because a lot of people don't know it exists. So 12-inch, 14-inch, I find them very similar, but I'm just saying that Mego had some very successful Batman product in this scale, and I love adding this Batman to the line. Let's take him out of the box and fool around with him. Thanks. So there he is, folks. This thing has really met my expectations, especially at the price point. I think this is a fabulous Batman figure. The thing that really resonates with me here is there's a great Treasury Edition comic I had as a kid, Silent Night of the Batman. Maybe some of you have read it, where some kids rob a woman, and then as they pull out the package, it's a Batman doll they're holding, which forces them to return the packages to the lady. And I always, as a kid, wanted that Batman doll. And while the Mego Batman was nice, this was kind of larger and really looked like a Neil Adams Batman. And, well, I finally got it 40-some-odd years later with this. I'm really over the moon with its look. Some folks have quibbled about the little bit of skin in the glove. If that's your biggest problem with it, that's great. The body is tight, by the way. I know some folks were experiencing a little bit of wobble, so it's another sign of the game changing and things being improved as Mego goes along, and that's really terrific. I'd really like to know what you think of the 14-inch line now that we're in the third wave and we've had some really interesting characters and designs come through. Let me know on the Facebook page or through our message board at MegoMuseum.com, and of course you can always hit me up on Twitter too, which is at MegoMuseum. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you're enjoying these, and thank you for all your kind words and comments. As always, buy what you like. Thanks for watching.